That's their best shot.
Oh my god, bro.
Ooh.
Are you fucking I lit you up, bro. Oh my god, man.
7 kills. Good game, boys.
That's some bullshit, bro.
It's the game, brother.
We're like in second place. That's some bullshit. I lit you the fuck up, bro. Oh my god.
I lit you up too, buddy.
Who are you first to play? Who came in first place?
Not me.
Bro, what the fuck? I lit you up so damn much. This game is trash, bro.
Had level
Oh
3
my
off.
god. Yes, I know, but I sniped you twice and I lit you up my cord. This game is trash, bro. I'm getting off.
I kept you myself too, bro.
What the fuck?
It's just the game,
Damn,
brother.
bro. I swear, this game is trash. I'm getting off, man.
Adios.
I am Batman. I mean, Average Sniper.
What's up, everybody? Average Sniper here, and welcome to a Call of Duty Blackout Battle Royale video. And in today's video, I would like to talk to you about Call of Duty Blackout in general, why I think it's going to be a good, popular, and super fun game. So let's get started. I just want to talk to you guys about my experience with it, and let's start that by saying, how could we describe this game to a friend that hasn't played it before? Maybe they've played Call of Duty, maybe they've played PUBG, but they've never actually played the beta for the Call of Duty Blackout Battle Royale mode. So I would make this as simple as possible by saying, hey, this is PUBG with Call of Duty mechanics. Simple as that. Call of Duty movement, Call of Duty mechanics, Call of Duty guns. Other than that, it's PUBG, in the simple fact that we have, a whole bunch of people parachuting onto an island. There can only be one survivor or one team that survives, depending on the mode that you're playing. There is a wall of blue force field that moves in and forces everyone to a central location of the map, so that eventually nobody can hide anymore and everybody's going to have to fight to win. So anyway, that's pretty much how I would describe it to someone that's never played it before. And I think that's a pretty accurate description. PUBG with Call of Duty mechanics. Now, I don't think that's a bad thing. Let me talk a little bit about my Call of Duty experience. Now, Call of Duty, I have been kind of out of the loop with for several years. Probably the last one I really played a lot was Advanced Warfare, and I really didn't like the future mechanics that they gave it. I didn't like the jumping, and there's a lot of people that stopped playing Call of Duty just for that. It seems that Call of Duty has kind of lost its realism experience that we used to kind of get a feel for realism back in the old school Call of Duty days, but now it seems more cartoon. It seems more arcadey. That's the word I'm looking for. It seems more arcadey, and that's totally fine, but I prefer realism in a game, so I've been playing more PUBG and Battlefield than Call of Duty for the past couple years. But I have to say that when I played the Blackout beta, I was very surprised by how fun this game is. It is way more, I would say it's way more casual than PUBG. It doesn't require that you be on a professional level to get wins or chicken dinners, as we call them in PUBG all the time. You can actually play this game and have a good time pretty much regardless of your skill base. So one of the things on console is this game has the same old aim assist that Call of Duty has always had in it. A lot of times when people switched over from Call of Duty to other games, they were surprised by how hard it is to aim, especially in PUBG when there's no aim assist or there's little aim assist involved. So that's one of the things that makes this game more casual and just kind of more fun to sit back, relax, and play, is the fact that you don't have to concentrate or learn super hard in order to aim and kill people. Call of Duty's kind of always been that way. It's the type of game where you don't have to be a pro at. You can kind of just start playing it, and as long as you're familiar with your average console shooter, you will be able to play and have a good time. Of course, there are pro players in Call of Duty. You will occasionally run into them, and you will get owned. So that's one of the reasons I think this game is going to take off, is because it's going to appeal to the more casual player and not just professional, FPS shooters. Another reason I think it's going to be popular is simply because it's something different, and everybody has been stuck with Fortnite and PUBG and H1Z1 for the longest time now, and this is going to give them a break from the same old, same old. Even though PUBG has been pretty good about releasing new content, weapons, and maps, this is something totally new and totally different, and I know that there's the amount of people that stick around with just one game for years and years is small compared to the amount of people that actually, migrate from like game to game to game to game. So just the fact that this is new, it's optimized pretty good, and it's Call of Duty. Call of Duty's always popular, and there's a lot of people out there that are like, oh, Call of Duty's dying, this and that, but I don't think that's true. I mean, Call of Duty has been popular for a long time, and the fact that they're adding this mode in is probably just going to make it even more popular. Another big reason I think this game is going to be a success is because of how well it's optimized for console. Now, let's be honest, I love PUBG. I mean, I play that game like every day on console, on PC, and it is great. It's a great game, but I can't say much for the optimization, especially on console. Playing below 60 frames per second, sometimes below 30 frames per second, and having all the bugs and glitches that happen from having an unoptimized console game can get on your nerves, and it can make you want to switch off and play something else. So having the smoothness, this is gameplay from a PS4 Pro, and you can see how smooth it is. It does feel like it's running between 50 and 60 frames per second. The aiming system feels great. There was an issue where it was crashing the first couple days in the beta, but it seems like they were able to take care of that, because after a couple days in, I didn't get any more crashes, so that was great. It looks like the Call of Duty development team is going to do a pretty good job of supporting this game and making patches for it and fixing the bugs based on the feedback and updates that we saw in the short time that the beta was out. So just because this game is optimized a lot better than PUBG makes me think it's going to pull over a lot more players. I mean, look at Fortnite. Fortnite's a perfect example. The game is different. The only similarity it has to PUBG is that it's a battle royale, but it's definitely way more arcadey than PUBG, but it pulled over so many more players, and it quickly took PUBG's spot as top game. As top streamed game. I mean, Fortnite is pretty much, the big dog game in the Battle Royale community right now. And I think one of the main reasons for that is because of how well it's optimized. I think a lot of people would have stuck with PUBG had the PUBG console version been much better when it was initially released. It almost seemed like they released PUBG too fast on console to try and compete with Fortnite, who had already had a fairly well optimized version of their game out on console. So just because this game is optimized so much better, I do think that's one of the reasons it's going to do really good on release. And of course, it's Call of Duty, like I've already said. I mean, so many people buy every new Call of Duty that comes out, so it's already going to have a massive player base at the start, and I'm pretty sure it's going to have a lot more players that are going to come over from PUBG and give it a try, and maybe even stick around. It depends. The full version could be different from the beta, but what I saw in the beta was just pretty awesome. And of course, another major factor that makes me think this game is going to be good is the fun factor you have when you're playing it. Sometimes I compare like my frustration factor to my fun factor, and when I was playing Call of Duty, I felt like I was having a lot of fun. Even when I died, I didn't feel like I died because there was something wrong with the game, or my frame rates dropped, or I got killed behind a rock because there was desynchronization happening between my Xbox and the server, or between my Xbox client or my PS4 client and another PS4 client. I didn't feel like that was happening. When I died, it was because I potato aimed, or the other player was simply better than me, and that made the experience a lot more fun, because it is definitely not fun to get killed and think to yourself, did I die because my frames dropped, or because the other guy was just better than me, or what happened here? And then, of course, there's other things that make it fun, too. That's just the first thing that makes it fun, is not dying by bullshit. And then, of course, they have zombies in it, all kinds of different perks you can pick up to make the experience better or worse, depending on if somebody else gets those perks. And just the general theme of the game almost seems bright and arcadey and fun, just like Call of Duty has been for the past few years, and I like that. Sometimes when I'm playing PUBG, I just get this dark, dismal feeling, like it's too realistic, it's too nitty-gritty, and I just want to have some fun, but I'm unable to because of the general feeling that the game gives me. So I guess what I'm trying to say is the overall feeling I get from this game is just one that's fun. Even when I'm not doing the best, even when I'm losing, I still feel like I'm having a lot of fun. And I think that's going to resonate with a lot of people, because one of the main reasons people play games, if not the main reason, is to have fun. If the game you're playing is not fun, you know, why are you still playing it? You know, so hopefully other people will feel the same way about this game. Do I think this is a PUBG killer? I don't know. I mean, everybody's asking me that. I have no idea. We're not going to know until the game actually comes out. Does it have the potential to be a PUBG killer? Yes, it does. Am I going to keep playing PUBG? Of course. I love that game. I'm going to keep playing PUBG as long as it has a steady player base and fans supporting it. I will try to keep making PUBG content, but I'm also going to play the crap out of this game. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Just me basically talking about Call of Duty Blackout, why I think it's a good game, why I think it's probably going to get popular, and I hope to see you guys on the next video. Like and subscribe if you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time. Later, everybody.